Previously on Masks Illuminati. Let's see. I believe the major thing that happened is um, we found the captain's. We broke into the captain's cabin and found that he has those drones in one of his like locker.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the other big thing was that, oh yeah, we broke into the place, into the Kafal's administrators. We broke into his apartment too, which is kind of awkward now. And we saw the crime scene, and that's kind of it. And hold on a sec. And I'm back. And then what happened? Oh yeah, the captain has been evasive and is not yet found. And also like we talked to, who was it? We talked to, I think, Forked Tongue. No, it was Multiple Position.
Talk to all of them.
Yeah, well, we've talked to all of them, and like none of them really had. None of them They did not. They did not have the means, motive, or opportunity,
To you what you know.
as far as we know. Yes.
Because no one here does a fucking mundane role.
Oh shit! It's true. What's my mundane? It's true. Unfortunately,
Nobody of us is mundane.
I know, right? We're just so.
Let's look at Bastion sheet. Nope. Sprawl sheet.
-1.
Negative one.
I have one.
Verification has 1.
Ooh, dangerous.
Rock and roll has -2.
Yeah, he's a rock star. He's larger than life, man.
So, okay, maybe you're not the most prepared for mundane roles, but still.
Get a +1. That's not that bad.
True.
And it's the alien.
Yeah, for the second, like, for the foremost, investigation role, you have a +1.
All right.
In any case, you talked to Forked Tongue, who is also being pretty evasive. You talked to Galactic Sting, who also didn't give you the full truth of her day.
That's true.
You haven't talked to Tortoise since the first part, or Multiple Position.
That's true.
And the last, when we finally went by, Sam's.
This sounds almost like a GM hint. I can't tell. I'm getting a vague sense.
And well, just before I get hit with, I'm going to look at security recordings and whatever. You haven't talked with Tortoise or Multiple Positions since starting it. And yeah.
You know what? I'm not technically an investigator. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. This is
Sure
not
you
my
are.
job.
Sure you are a lead investigator.
Well, rats.
Man, last wishes suck, don't they?
Yeah, I know, right? Why did he send me to this? Why did he send me to this godforsaken planet?
That's for you to find out and me to know. In any case, we're gonna begin. Sprawl, you're in the closet.
Okay.
Your love letter is over. You hear knocking on the door.
Yeah, I open it, expecting Virgil.
You see Tortoise.
I don't know who Tortoise is.
The biggest encounter suit you've met. He's practically on par size with you.
Was he the one guarding the weapon place in it early on?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the signal and stuff I was following all happened still in the base.
Yep.
Oh, okay. The closet is clear.
He kind of just looks around, sees a bit of the scarring, goes, the lead investigator's friends are, I guess, strange. You don't have access to this area.
Apologies. I will be rejoining the lead investigator.
Tortoise looks at you and says, I will join.
Very well. And on the internal comms, I shoot a message over to verification, letting them know I'm gonna head back that way if I can get his location, and also that Tortoise is with me for some reason. He found me in the closet.
Verification immediately says, search the area, find the captain. He is our prime suspect at this moment.
How will I know what he looks like?
Oh dear. I send him an image of the what the captain looks like.
Sprawl, you find a Mark III encounter suit, similar to what Verification of Just Force used to have, and it's heavily it's a bit more bulkier, and it's a lot more, and it has a few more markings on it.
That's the picture, or that's what I actually find?
That's the picture.
Okay. I'm assuming it's not in the closet.
No. Funny enough, Tortoise is still looking inside it, waiting for you to start moving, and he looks to you and goes, is that a Felinoran construct?
If you say it is, I'm not sure. It attacked me, briefly.
And so,
Things get rough in the closet sometimes.
Well, I hope you didn't drop anything.
Not that I'm aware of.
And he kind of just stands back up and turns to you and goes, while we're walking, I'm going to file a report about this. Strange robots in the closet don't exactly pan out well.
Well, I was not put in the closet by choice in as much as shoved in, but still. You have to do what you can when somebody forces you into the closet to come out of the closet.
Oh my.
Anyway, at that point, I just start walking. And,
He's just going to continue walking at you as he just steps like 5 feet behind you.
And as I go, just kind of keeping an eye out for anything or any places that look like a suit the size of what Verification sent could possibly be hiding out without actually, like, entering any other areas or whatnot, or any sealed rooms or anything like that.
Yeah, so you're looking out for, kind of, how should I say it? You're looking for someone just as tall as you, but a lot less, bulky.
Okay, yeah, I mean...
And in any case, you're just moving forward from the place. His symbols are just those strange characters in black.
Okay,
yeah. In any case.
Yeah, again, I'm not gonna, like, try to enter anything with this dude following me, so... I just make a note of any places that look like they might be worth further investigating once I'm back with the group and away from him, potentially.
It's almost like you don't trust him.
Well, maybe that, and just the fact that I don't need him calling security on me.
Seems reasonable.
Well, this Hulk suit of a kind of an encounter suit is still following you all the way. You both kind of like make this loud percussion kind of sound as each of you just walk down the corridors, and we'll flip over to verification. Sam notices the energy flare, tells you about it, and then heads in the total opposite direction.
The energy flare. Oh, the one near the power core, right?
Yep.
Shoppy, where are you going?
Some family business.
At this juncture, the base is sealed.
It's kinda... And he kinda just shrugs.
We do not have time for this. And verification just jets down the corridor. And he's thinking to himself, they all desert me.
In any case, Rock...
Now is the only time. Now is the time for the collective will to speak clear and true.
Rock and roll, you're still falling behind Forked Tongue.
I'm literally like clinging to his gigantic backpack.
Yeah, he's heading to the armory.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And he heads down there, and he gets in. You notice the distinct lack of tortoise in front of the door. The
Oh, dear.
two troopers just salute. He walks in, goes to the grenades, pulls out this another kind of like canister, and you have to like shimmy up the backpack a little, else your butt would hit a grenade.
Wait, did you hide in his backpack?
I think I'm there now.
He's on top of it.
Oh my.
He's like in this rock climber situation.
Oh my. This is...
And so he goes over to this suitcase, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's labeled and its walker is just labeled shield prototypes or for tortoise. And he punches in a few keys, he lifts it open, and in there is an alien body.
Oh.
And
Looking like he's sleeping. No?
Like a frog-looking alien body?
Something like verification, but much more mature. He has
my.
a scar running down his jaw.
Alright, I wait how Forked Tongue reacts to that.
Forked Tongue just kind of like pokes at the chin.
Okay. And then closes the closet again?
The alien awakes and goes, "Tortoise gone yet?" And goes, yeah. Also, to blow up your office.
Oh god, no! No, I'm going to the reactor. No. Okay.
He goes, "You think they took the bait?" And Forked Tongue just kind of shrugs.
Alright.
Oh,
I think
all
this is,
traitors.
this is enough evidence for rock and roll, I feel. And I think I just want to like activate the grenades while they're in his backpack and then
Oh
just
my
run.
god.
Okay, so Rock and Roller, to activate the grenades, let me tell you what you have to do.
You okay?
You're going to roll a freak at a -1.
Alright. Fuck yeah. There you
Okay.
go. Freak.
Woo!
So you plug it in, and you just see Forked Tongue just like his suit just kind of like freezes up a little, and you just start strumming and goes, you didn't just let you. Do you know where all the kids are? And like, you just hear all of this, and like, we just see this in like subtitles, and like these kind of like hyphen things. And he goes, "No, I didn't take care of that." And he goes, "You're a goddamn idiot, Fork." And he immediately, like, he detaches the backpack, and you kind of like finally just like, your invisibility kind of like dissipates, and you just start strumming, and you just feel the backpack get warmer and warmer and warmer, and he goes, and then like Fork Tongue just like looks at you as the the guy with the scar on his like jaw just starts rushing for like gets a gun and starts rushing for the the ducks. And Fork Tongue just looks at you and go,
What?
"You fool, you're gonna blow up the entire fucking base."
That's rock roll, man, and it just run out of the armory.
Oh my god! Oh my god, you're insane!
Yeah. When did you find it on yourself, Sherlock?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And so he's just looking, and so we see Fork Tongue just standing there, just awe gaped, and what we see before we transition back to verification is just him like looking back and forth and just saying shit, 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 and then he looks back into Tortoise and the box that he had the captain sealed in, and he goes, "That just might fucking work."
Oh my god.
And we're gonna leave with that
Oh
verification.
my. Yeah, I am rushing down to the reactor, which I
You're-
presume is in like the sub-level of the base.
You're rushing down to the reactor, and at some point of the way, you Sprawl and Tortoise join you. You're good. You start at a good 20 feet ahead of them as they start just plow like full on like just human tank rushing down the hallways, making a horrible cacophony of sound.
What is your status, Tortoise?
Tortoise just replies, "Fine. Chief investigator. No one came to the armory, so I thought my talents could be best used elsewhere. There's a disturbance in a closet. I found your friend." And
Who is
some
guarding
kind
the
of
armory?
the grunts.
Oh jeez.
Are my cameras still in place around the armory inside?
Oh yeah, they should be.
Well,
The ones that went after that other robot farther down, I know the robot destroyed them, but the ones in the armory, I don't know.
you see, roll me a freak check. Temporary unstable or marker condition.
Temporary would make sense.
Yeah, temporary.
Mhm.
So you see Fork Tongue. You see a little bit of like these kind of like waves open up, and then you see him like walk over to a chest. He puts in a keypad. As he's lifting the chest up, the camera's cut.
Yeah, I don't know if Sprawl knows all of their names or not, but relay the information to verification on our internal comms.
So he saw what?
You saw a Fork Tongue walk over to a chest and
Just
open it, and then the camera's cut.
Did I see Rock and Roller on top of him?
No, you didn't.
The situation is not stable. Tortoise, can you
Chief investigator.
belay that? Who else do we have? We have Galactic Sting.
You hear the feminine voice go over to the comms. Chief investigator.
Multiple position.
Position goes, clicks in and goes, and his voice kind of sounds a bit far away and goes, "Chief investigator."
Both of you proceed to the armory and halt Forked Tongue. He is attempting to access materials that he should not be able to.
At once, Chief Investigator. He comes from Galactic Sting and multiple position goes, I'm still trying to figure out my own investigation, right? I'm actually on to something. You see, I found out this energy signal down in the reactor.
This
By
what?
its disposal. The reactor disposal. See, when no rods to our plasma generator, when they get old and have to be replaced, you know that the reactor goes to a super low setting, right? It has to get disposed of. I got a feeling that if someone would create a hardened enough chest, they could probably get small arms out of it through the disposal units. I'd like to come down with you. Or I'd like to go down to the reactor, he says.
Very well. Tortoise. See to the
Tortoise just... Yes, Chief Investigator.
see to the armory. For
Of course, Chief Investigator. And you just hear this screeching sound and maneuver jets firing as you see the humongous Hulk that is Tortoise just stop itself. He turns around cumbersomely. Sprawl, you are just a bit more agile enough to dodge him as he just starts going back.
So as he leaves, I want to try to either him specifically or just in general. Probably him specifically. Basically hack onto his comm line, see if he has any sort of private internal comm thing going on with anybody else like we've got with our group.
Sure. Go ahead. Roll me plus freak again. Yeah, your Pikeites spread out in manifest.
Nice.
You're having trouble concentrating your Pikeites, so if it's you're running your memory too hard on a hard drive, so you're either going to have to mark your Doom track or a couple more of your cameras are going to have to shut off.
Alright. I went ahead and marked a Doom track.
Okay.
Oh.
So, yeah, you're able to maintain your camera sphere. As you kind of latch onto Tortoise's messaging, and you do see that he has a line to one other. You see that he does have a private line set up to multiple position.
But no active communications going on at the moment.
There is, and you can get one spurt of he's just running like a headless, like it's an alien speech.
It's an alienese.
It's an alienese.
On my internal comms, verification, I'm going to send you something. Can you translate?
Okay.
And then I
Right
send
here.
him the message, or play it for him.
Alright, it's in a dialect of, by the way, of the kind of like outriders of the collective wills domain. So it's even it's
Oh.
like a drawl for you,
Okay.
verification, as
So it's basically Space Texan.
Space Texan, yes.
Okay.
Near Space Coot. But
Space what?
Space Coot.
Say it again.
Like an old coot. COOT.
Ah, okay.
And you know how they mumble and you can't tell anything, it's just
Ah.
unintelligible speech and
dear.
Netflix subtitles, yeah, that.
Oh dear.
Called Coot.
Hmm.
Any case, you get a little bit, and it's they're running around like a headless Tornax with its head off. They're grasping at straws. And he goes, just give it a little bit of patience. I mean, Counselor had to have some reason to put verification in charge. Goes, I don't know, this is a pretty damn bad mess of it. just follow orders right now. We'll try to figure something out later when we have like I don't know, mealtime or something. I'm heading down to the reactor to meet with him. Hopefully, I can get a judge of his character from there.
Interesting. Well, it seems like they're trustworthy. Wait, oh, hey, can I pierce the mask on this conversation?
Yes. Why
oh
don't
my
you?
goodness. Yes, I think I shall. Okay.
Okay.
What are they really planning?
Roll. Okay, you got one. What are they really planning? They're planning an investigation of their own.
Okay.
Is the answer to that.
Okay. This is Galactic Sting and Tortoise, right?
No, this is multiple position and tortoise.
Got it. Okay. So, I continue down to the reactor, to that cool spot.
Yeah.
Out of character, I'm like 70% sure this is a trap.
Right.
Welcome to metagaming, bitch!
No, out of character, you notice that I am continue to rushing towards it.
Oh, I know what it's taking you guys. Any case, you get down to the reactor with well, right before you get down to the reactor, Fork Tongue you run into Fork Tongue and he goes, Chief Investigator, thanks for accompanying me. You any closer to finding the counselor's killer?
I believe so.
What was Fork Tongue the one that went into the armory?
No.
I'm getting all the
yes,
names
Fork Tongue
confused.
was. Yeah, Fork Tongue was multiple. Wait a minute. I thought Galactic Sting was the one who was coming down.
No, multiple positions was coming down. I remember that one.
Oh, okay. So we meet Forked Tongue.
No, you meet multiple position.
Oh, you said Fork Tongue. Okay, that's what we were confused.
That's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. Okay.
Well, you said Fork Tongue.
Originally, that's what I thought it was, and then I got confused. Anywho.
Yes.
All good.
So, you get to the reactor, and you see the captain's. You see the encounter suit of the captain.
Over the internal comms, I send to a verification. Found it.
And it turns at you, and with both of its arms, it creates plasma lances.
Oh, gee. Oh, it shoots plasma lances at me?
No, it just raises plasma lances.
Captain! And I say this in like the loudest voice. Captain, stand down.
Chief Investigator.
I'm warming my plasma lances and gelling my my NERM rounds because this doesn't feel right.
You can also, like your suit diagnostics, see that the captain's doing the same.
The captain's what?
The captain's doing the same.
Sir. You are under suspicion at this moment. The only way to clear it is to submit to an investigation. And you have no choice but to comply, I say, and I sort of motion to multiple position and Sprawl beside me, and I'm going to try and provoke him.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
Whew. Oh man.
Yeah, I had kind of moved up next to verification, kind of bracing myself for action.
So yeah, the captain suit like kind of like looks at multiple position and he kind of like lowers his arms. The lances are still there, but he looks at multiple position and he goes, "You were following the lead as well?"
What does multiple position say?
And he goes, "You know about it?" And he goes, "Of course. Why do you think I was in the counselor's chambers?"
I move towards the captain, and my weapons are still up. And they say, "Place your hands on your head and disengage from your suit."
You know, I was always probably gonna end this way. He says as the suit puts its hands on its head.
Indeed.
But are his weapons still powered up?
Nope.
Okay. I use one. I open like an access panel and hit the. Sir, disengage from your suit, please. It's like I can't see them building a suit that can like be removed by a hostile party.
That is very true. And meanwhile, it
Although-
kind of like
There might be medical overrides. Anyway. go ahead.
as you approach the suit, it goes, "Well, that's a darn shame. Because while I can disengage the suit, it takes off its helmet, and and underneath it you see this Felinoran death mask."
Oh god. Oh jeez. I immediately core the suit with the plasma lance.
Roll me a plus danger.
Highway to danger zone.
Choose one.
Okay. I'm gonna create an opportunity for my allies. Actually, yeah. So presumably, like the Felinor ejects the Felinor contraption eject from the suit, but I think I managed to like wing it. So that
Well,
it's in an
here's what
uncontrolled
happens,
combat.
right?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you take your plasma lance. You're pretty short range. You get shit, and you get a good shot off of it. Like funny enough, in its stomach area, right? And
Yeah.
you basically this would render a suit useless, and you would kill the person inside.
Right.
Set.
Standard procedure.
It's Felinoran death mask, and you just see like just this circuitry blaze out of it, and the death mask just stares at you, and in a voice that's not the captain's, it goes, "My turn."
Oh, rats.
And the death mask just whiffs, and you just see this humongous like face cannon,
Oh god.
and it just blasts out at you.
Oh jeez.
Can I defend?
Sure.
Also, should we be invoking the team rules?
Yeah. I'll say we'll be running up against this guy.
I have influence on Sprawl.
And then who's the team leader?
Verification.
Yeah.
It's verification. Do both of you have the same?
Subdue the Felinor
Yeah.
warsuit.
Well, Additionally, you were just here to arrest the captain.
Right.
Well, yeah, right. But we were both still coming for
clearly
that,
that's-
and now we're both clearly
that's
here for
not-
this.
And
yeah,
so,
that's no longer possible.
the team leader. So
I'm-
you're the leader of the team. However, the team also includes multiple position.
Okay.
So you don't get an extra one for that.
All right, that's fair.
And you do get one for everyone having the same purpose.
Yeah.
And
Don't die. Get rid of the Felinor.
secondly, you are I'm just gonna say that the team is a bit off balance
Off balance.
because you were expecting the captain,
Fair enough.
or
Yeah, that's
in
fair.
meta you were expecting just a trap,
Yeah. But
and
yeah,
now you've gotten something else.
yeah. Verification's pretty surprised by this.
Right.
Did not see
Any-
this coming.
Sprawl,
Right. So
you're
seeing the blast coming, Sprawl leaps in front of verification, lands with one leg kind of in front of the other, leaning forward a little bit, bracing himself. There's these little pylon spikes pop out of his lower legs and drill into the ground to brace himself even further as he slams his arms together and the two shields on them mesh into one and extend out, creating like a tower shield type device as he braces for impact. And I'm clearly exposing myself.
Yeah. So, verification. While Sprawl just takes this hit, Sprawl, the cannon. You feel the impact first,
Oh my
and
god.
it just breaks, and then you just feel it for like 2 seconds, and then you just feel like your shield just start heating up, and then it like blasts forth, like lances through a couple of your fingers, and then it hits you square in the chest. Can you roll to take a powerful blow?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, was would that effect happen before or after?
Well, how long it stays in effect is based
Never
on the
mind.
roll.
Ooh.
7 and 9.
Oh dear.
What do you how do? Oh. That's a lot of conditions.
Yeah, it is.
How many conditions do you have?
I have one
A lot.
free.
You have 3.
I have 4.
No, he has one free.
I have one free.
Oh, why didn't you let me take this? Why?
So, I'm going to struggle
Everyone has
past
a
the
lot of
pain and
conditions.
mark 2 conditions.
Oh
It's not
my.
rock and roller. Rock and roller's clean. Are you gonna mark 2 conditions?
I am, and so that's going to trigger regeneration.
Oh dear.
And
Yep.
it's going to. I'm not going to get an action out of it, I imagine, but as the blast hits and starts tearing away more and more of me, I just, as the blast finally subsides, it kind of slumped to the ground as the whole egg cocoon thing kind of whirls up and changes me again. And
We'll see what that's like on your
Yeah.
next pass.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I just look at the Felinor battlesuit and I'm like, you pro-self bastard. And
And the mask kind of like flips back on, and you just weirdly enough, it also like it just makes a smile.
I just
At this
yeah.
point, your opportunity is not wasted because multiple position has gone up behind it. As you kind of like just see him on the ceiling with all of his arms, and he just starts like, and he goes, "Hey, traitor!" And the suit and the Doombot just looks up, and he just starts like, the 6 arms just start creating these kind of like this laser prison around it, and just starts encroaching on it.
oh my god. I love this.
Verification. What do you do?
Phew. I mean, it seems like it's so he's just constraining its location, right?
Yeah, and he's also giving it. I expect you to die, Mr. Bond.
Got it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fire. I'm gonna fire the plasma lance again in a and there's like yet another like shot from inside verification's HUD, and it shows has is the suit like still the Felinor doohickey the Felinor like doohickey is still like riding around in the suit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So verification is like uh he sees like set plasma lance to cut mode, and out of the arm guns comes it comes like a shorter but much like more consistent stream of plasma, because usually it's like less than a second of the plasma lance is engaged, and now it's like it's like permanent power.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's just like a permanent like holding like torches or not torches,
like a
welding
blowtorch.
welder, yeah, blowtorch, and verification like goes to cut off the head and cut off the arms.
All right, roll me plus danger.
All right. Whew.
Yeah. So by the time
Yeah.
you get to it, you cut off one of the arms. What two options do you choose
Say it again.
as you like slice through? You're slice through one of the arms as you basically start going to the head. What choices do you make?
I'm gonna take. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna take their arms from them.
Okay.
And I'm going to resist or avoid blows.
All right. So you take out one arm, and then while you like try to sweep for the head, it dodges a little bit. You take out another arm. The fellow in Nora's suit now armless. Damn it! I should have said disarmed. If as the lasers are closing in, it just takes this last Mission Impossible kind of it flips over, it like takes a like gets on its knees and then jumps over you like it's pole vaulting, flips, tries to kick you. You nimbly block it with your arm not holding the torch,
Yeah.
and it just lands in this squatting position behind you.
Interesting.
Give me a second.
That's never a good sign.
It's always a great sign. What do you mean?
It means the DM has something prepared, and that means it's gonna be big. And that's always a good sign.
And so, what it does right now is it starts running towards the reactor.
Oh geez. Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
Multiple positions is now jetting to try and get in front of it. What do you do?
What I'm doing is I'm gonna just fill the corridor in front of it. I'm not even trying to hit in front of it. With NERM rounds, so that even if it gets to the door, it won't be able to get through.
Yep. So, roll me plus freak verification.
Okay. Oof. I'm gonna take.
Condition.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Temporary or unstable.
I'm gonna take hopeless, because it's like the captain. He's a traitor, and who else could be a traitor now? And it's sort of like just finally hitting verification that this is not your daddy's
It's not your daddy's collective will.
collective will.
Back in my day.
Oh God.
Yeah. So, you clog up the door, and so once it just gets to it, it just kind of like stops, and you're like still following up with it, and it just starts kicking at the containment window. Like it's down like at 90 degrees, just doing like. Have you ever seen that one video about the chip robot arm?
I don't think so.
Well, you see, the Felonor gets into this weird, like its a leg, kind of like gets into this upright 90 position, like the body gets perpendicular to the knee, but the
Okay.
knee's holding it up straight, and it just uses the knee joint to just make itself like a kicking jackhammer at
Huh.
the access window as it just tries to start breaking it, and you see cracks.
Oh, jeez.
Multiple position at this point just tries to start forcing away, just using like lasers to try and just cut at anything on it, and he just starts just pulling at like the knee to just stop trying it, and he just gets pulled for a mile, like a ride, as he just gets back and forth, just slowing it down a little bit. And he just screams, "Take his goddamn head!"
Okay. I attempt to do so.
Great.
Like
Only one less danger. Hopefully, one less danger.
Whew.
Yep.
All right. I take its head, and
You take its
away
head and
goes.
it just dies out.
Say it again.
You take it and just dies out. Like the machine just stops kicking, and multiple position but like kind of just like slips to the ground, and he just like you can see that the armor on his arms is just super dented, and he just starts like shaking at it while he's like sitting on the ground.
What is your status?
Well, I've never never tried to hold back a jackhammer before. Feels
You did
like
well.
my arms might be a bit bruised. And you weren't so bad yourself. Christ almighty. The captain?
I'm aware. Will you assist me in addressing?
And he goes, "Yeah. In fact, we should probably meet to talk later, but what about your friend?"
I look over at Sprawl.
And at this moment, before Sprawl, you finally reappear. You feel this humongous explosion above you.
Oh God.
Rock and roll, you're about a couple of stairs down, and you're just hopping one after the other, running, sliding banisters, just doing anything you can.
Yes.
Oh dear.
And when someone looks at you, you just scream, just run,
Yeah.
and they follow suit. And so we see the same thing happening on like the opposite side stairwells, where we just see Fork Tongue just start booking it up. It
Oh,
goes,
dear.
shit, fuck, shit, no.
Oh dear.
And so you feel just explosion finally, rock and roll. And you're just like, now just hopping, like you like are going just to like jump down a couple of steps. It just springs you forward. You lose like your equilibrium gets stuck for a second, and you just face slam into the wall.
As I fly, I put the put the hands up as like devil horns and just scream rock and roll. It just get blown away.
And you just hear this like like a guitar strum when it just finally like crashes like that, and then it just bop, and you just fall up to the ground, and you just hear like you like operations is just deck 4 breaches at armory levels and 3 floors up and above it. Emergency teams to be dispatched immediately. Chief investigator, the armory has just exploded.
Yeah, I rise from the rubble. If I'm lucky, I got the captain too.
Oh. All units.
Sprawl, you lost a chunk of your cameras. Well, actually, no. All of Sprawl's cameras goes offline when he freaking his
Yeah, that makes sense.
thing went anyway. Any case, so yeah, at this moment you're just like, wait, the armory and Sprawl, what do you look like now?
Yeah, so as it recedes and Sprawl is left there, he's crouched on the ground. He kind of stands up, and he's still got the same abnormal build where he's like bulkier at the top half of his body. Like his legs look too thin to hold up the mass of his upper torso and arms, despite his legs being fairly well built. But he's lacking the dynamos or the electric rods. He's not crackling electricity this time. But beyond that, though, he looks much more human than he has in a while. I put up another picture, a cybernetic arm again, and little bits of fake flesh showing through again. And he kind of looks up, and as he stands up, right as the explosion clears and he sees verification, he's just like, "Did you get him?"
It is terminated.
Good. Where to?
Now, we need to actually arrest the captain.
Let's go.
And you just, and like while you're doing this multiple positions, just looking at the comms and just goes, "Captain be damned. Sir, we gotta contest the fire.
Oh,
You sent Tortoise in there."
and Tortoise will have...
I'll handle the fire.
Very well. We must secure the captain. This has become a crisis.
I think at this point, like the comms come crackling on and say, "Hey guys, I found the captain and I tried to blow him up." I think he fled into the vents though.
Verifications just... He immediately, like, sours and, like... And, like...
Verification while you're in, you just like, you feel like something like on the top of your lip and you like lick it and you just like, you taste your blood.
No need to thank me, Ziggy. I gotta hunt him down. And you already like hear what it comes like a vent shaft opening.
As verification, this is your first ever aneurysm.
Oh my god!
Roll to take a powerful blow.
Oh my god. Oh dear.
From sheer stupidity.
You mean amazingness.
That I do.
Oh my god.
So many rules in the book of paranoia are broken right now, it's insane.
Oh my god.
All for the name of rock and roll, though.
You just hear like static come across. Like,
Just you mute your mic and it just starts, and we just see verification suit and screaming inside it. And outside the Sprawl, you just hear like what sounds to be tinnitus, like something that would be like it, but it's not. Any case, yeah. So Sprawl, multiple position heads up with you.
All right, yeah. By total coincidence, while I was re-speccing from the regen while they were fighting, I took thermal control as a power.
Yeah, I saw that. What a coinky dink.
I was just thinking, it makes sense with the way what triggered the regeneration, the heat from the blast and everything.
No, it all makes sense. Any case,
Oh, what I guys probably also tell you as I like go through the vents. That fuck tongue guy. He worked with the captain. Just telling you.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, go ahead and I relay that to multiple positions as well.
All units. This is investigator verification of just force. A large-scale explosion has just occurred in the armory. Crisis response units, please respond immediately. All non-essential armed personnel, track down the captain.
roll me provoke.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make this my moment of truth.
Ooh.
So they just do it.
Alright.
Is track down the captain and track down Forked Tongue. They appear to have acted contrary to the collective will.
So,
They're to be treated as armed and dangerous. But
yeah.
please, if they can be brought in safely, do it. But if they cannot, you have my permission to engage with lethal force.
And so, you inherit this order. The crisis teams call in. Multiple position immediately just starts turning, and he goes, operations, I need camera feeds on Forked Tongue. And he goes, last checked, he was in an emergency stairwell, north side, heading up. And he goes, alright. North side heading up, where could he be? And he goes, Galactic Sting, I'm gonna need you, Galactic Sting, calls in and goes, either they're heading for operations itself, or they're probably heading to operations to try and overcount the override to try and make a last-ditch escape. He goes, that makes sense. And so you just see all the combat leaders going, all right, we'll head to operations. And yeah, you just see verification, all these movers just start heading towards operations. And you get a call from operations going, okay, we're just starting the lockdown process, and you just hear a clattering fall, and it goes, wait, what the? And you just the last thing you hear is just a gun discharge.
Oh God, no. The response units, armed response units to operations. Live weapons. Possible casualties.
And you get all of your combat teams. There's 7 of them in the base. 1 for each of the books. and
Ah,
6 call in, except actually no, there's 9 because there's 9 books of paranoia.
yeah, geez, what are you trying to
Yeah,
pull
what am I
over me?
trying to pull? 8. So 7 7 books call in, except 1 goes encountering forked tongue in the stairwell, trying to pin him down, but I'm gonna need reinforcements.
Say again?
I need
question.
reinforcements.
I think I come over and say, I got this. I didn't blow him up. I didn't blow him up, so I can't get him now. Leave that to me. Get the captain. He's in the vent somewhere.
Acknowledged. And I route Rock and Roller to the right location, and
Yep. So
I immediately and I'm rushing to ops.
yeah, you're rushing to ops, and so Rock and Roller will go with you. Rope Freak to try and speed your way there.
All right. Oh, damn it.
All right.
Well,
So
would verification support me?
yeah,
Getting-
Yes, I
Yeah,
think
so-
that's reasonable.
that would have counted with trying to guide you there. So you
Yep.
get a 7. Temporary, unstable, or market condition.
I mark a condition. And
All right.
I think I'm angry that I didn't manage to blow them both up. And now
Yeah.
they're like making more casualties.
Well, it's
And it's
kind of
all
bullshit.
It's all my fault.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Okay, you went with angry instead of guilty.
Why
Choices
would I feel
were made.
guilty?
What?
Why would I feel guilty?
Because it's all your fault.
Well, that I didn't get them the first time, yeah, maybe. But I could
But in
also
any
get
case.
but then
Yeah, the easiest response is always angry.
I mean, no. Last time I
I'm
was
always
insecure.
angry.
Last time
Angry
I was
Marines.
last time I was insecure actually.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Any case.
I mean, do you think I should feel
No, you feel this is your character, man.
should I feel guilty because I blew up an armory, please?
No. I just said the one line of "it's all my fault" usually is just a feeling like a sentence of guilt in paper.
Yeah. No, sorry that I phrased that stupid.
No, it's not. It's perfectly fine, man. It's not like English is
Alright.
like your first language or anything.
Yeah, not really. I
Exactly the point. And so I'm not gonna argue with about this.
yeah, sure.
You feel how your character feels. Any case, you just start like a guitar solo, and it starts a bit and it's fast, but you just don't know where to go. So it would have taken more time, but you managed to get there thanks to verification, taking some time, and you just see out of the squad of 9 dudes, you just see 5 piled with different holes. A 4th one just gets flung behind you, and you barely dodge and miss it when you see Forked Tongue.
Oh.
And he turns around at you as all that's left is one guy in an encounter suit, presumably the officer with 2 guys with rifles.
I scream at him, hey!
And
Get
Forked
an
Tongue turns around and with his robot voice, and he goes, "Oh, it's you."
Get an enemy your size, asshole!
Oh.
And I'm clearly smaller than these guys in their suits.
And he just
blow
like
you up I couldn't blow you up the first time I had the opportunity. Now I will make sure of it.
all right.
And I start tapping my foot and start playing Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
Yes.
As sparks of electricity start sparking all over my suit. As the imaginary chorus starts singing.
Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. We have a jam for this.
Oh my god.
Just be careful. when we do actually play this.
Yes. Yes.
Oh wait, what the fuck? Okay, never mind. We're gonna find a different one because I didn't know that was gonna just be like a fiddle. Cancel track. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to add.
It's okay. You do great things.
There we go.
Yeah.
Any case, so as we see this kind of like epic, like you with the guitar solo just start going off against this one guy, and he just like raises his cannons at you and he goes, "Let's go," and it like that kind of robot voice.
Yeah.
What do you do, rock and roller?
Let's see. I think I shoot at him when I wanna like engage with my guitar in close combat with him.
All
my
right,
God.
going up like for Ragnarok almost with lightning. And so roll me at plus danger.
Oh fuck.
Oh, so you just try, like, you take a punch, and he rolls with it, and he just gets around your back, and just pumps his, like, 2 cannons into the back of you, and you just launch forward and into a wall, and the 2, like, grunts, like, look down at you and go, "You're gonna need a little bit more than that, buddy."
I got more
A
plenty
roll
of.
for a powerful blow.
Damn.
Choose an option.
God damn it. Should have heard that open.
If you need a music lowered, I can do that, but
I
you can
give.
also take care of it
I
in
think I
volume.
give ground because that catched me by surprise.
All right, yeah. So you kind of like you back off and like you like get thrown a bit, and obviously you're now on the same side of the troopers, and they're just starting to back up to another bulkhead. As the officer stays a bit with you to kind of like pull you up and just goes, "All right, round 2, get in there, buddy." He doesn't say that, but it's like he just starts pushing you towards
Yeah.
the guy because you're better to deal with a special
Are they
than he.
giving him
Got
cover
this.
fire?
Got this.
What?
Are they giving him cover fire? Because I can just see how awesome this.
Oh yeah, like the guys who like finally get around the position just start like blasting with rifles just so the officer can get back, and rock and roller get danger with a +1.
Yeah. This time I don't engage, but I like start playing the riff, and all electricity from around me, like all electronic devices, just start like beeping and booping in the tact of the music, and then it just unleashed this like big lightning strike at him.
All right. Still rolling plus danger.
Damn.
Damn.
I avoid his blow,
Yeah. Okay.
and what should I?
That is literally the highest you could roll.
Yep.
Actually, no. Technically, if you had a situational buff, you could roll plus.
16.
And I impress, surprise, and frighten, or I frighten my opposition. He can't handle the rock and roll. Nothing can.
Yeah. So you just nail him one, and he just gets thrown against the wall. Like he tries to like blast upwards at you, and he carves at like the ceiling a little bit, and he just gets thrown down the stairs like half a flight, and you hear this thud.
Yeah, I run after him, just
And-
like jump off from the top of the stairs with like with my guitar raised.
And so you get to where he like landed, because you can see like the dent in the wall, and he's gone, and you just hear footsteps and jets and just going lower into the building. He's trying to run.
Yeah, I jump on my guitar and just like surf down the stairs. As just sparks are flying.
Alrighty.
Woo!
You're not escaping, Frogman.
Oh, jeez, bring race and
Yeah.
species into it.
And he just goes, I'm not going down for freaking idealism.
Oh god, the
Oh,
traitor!
Idealism. You betrayed your friends, your comrades. That is worst.
Screw them, I got sent to fucking Earth.
What is wrong with Earth?
no.
It's one of the best planets in the universe.
It's the worst.
What is worse is to try to hurt your friends, some people who trusted you. I will not let that slip. In the name of rock and roll.
Yeah, so you just start chasing after him. Oh,
Yeah.
roll me a freak.
God.
Woo!
Alright. You want to just make that temporary and unstable and we'll switch?
Yeah, if it's like an unholding chase, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's an on-holding chase.
Yeah, okay. That's
You're able
cool.
to keep him in your sights, but you're not able to fully catch up to him.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so, pause the music there. Get back to that when we get our next freaking song. Any case, Sprawl, verification in multiple position.
Yes. Do we make it to
You
ops?
meet up with, you make it to ops. There's one team already just inside blasting. You have 3 more books behind you,
Okay.
and 2 more. Yeah, 2 more are supposed to be coming with you.
Are there other entrances to ops?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I tell the ones behind us to get to the other entrances.
There's 4 entrances to ops. You send the 4 around you without Sprawl and multiple positions to check the other 2. And when you're trying to figure out who will take the 4th, Galactic Sing reports in that she's making her way and she'll take that entrance to make sure. She clicks in and just goes, I'll be walking down that area. Just give me another minute.
Acknowledged. I will enter now. Oh. Units in other entrances, enter when ready. And I jump through the doorway into the furball with weapons drawn.
Yeah, and so you start as soon as the door opens for you, like fire just starts to stitch the room as you just see defense as you see defense constructs and inbuilt operation turrets just start firing away and trying to suppress you. Can you roll me danger to dodge,
Okay.
you and Sprawl?
Okay. I'll take it. Ooh.
Alright.
Can I pull him out of the way?
Yeah,
Or-
sure.
Okay, spending a team. And does this count as a different engagement? Question mark?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so in that case,
And we'll start generating team again. Funny
Okay.
enough. So Control C, Control V, and then Control V,
and so
and then one more, and then I think you guys were prepared, and you guys all have the same thing. And verification is the team leader, but no, verification doesn't
take
have.
down the captain, so
Yeah. So
unless
we see the scene on top of the over command console is just what you verification known as the captain without his suit is just the scar jaw,
is what?
handsome. What? He has a scar on his jawline. Like he's pretty handsome, short cropped hair, and he's partially in another forces. You can see he's wearing the operations commander's encounter suit, at least bits and pieces of it.
Oh dear.
And you just see some are groaning, some are just unconscious. You can feel you can see like the puddles around your feet as just this horrible situation unfolds, and you hear
Okay.
lockdown lifted in 1T-10.
Okay. Well, in that case, I say to Sprawl, countermand that lockdown lift command. Keep us secured in here.
If that's what you want. All right.
We can't let him get away.
So I kind of exit the room, so I'm out of the main line of fire, but then low to the ground and along the wall, like flat, like I kind of did to mind control the necromancer guy. I extend my arm around to interface with the computer from a distance.
Okay. Roll me plus freak. All right, Sprawl. You start doing some electronic warfare, and as we see just this kind of like cyberspace pull into Sprawl's view, we then see on one side the firewall, and then across you see your interface and defense program as just a solid block of code, and on this other side is just all the authorizations of the captain and the code. And he is trying to get the ball known as his shitty escape plan into your goal. Welcome to Electronic Pong.
Dirt.
Okay, so he's he's like trying to get a ball through, basically.
Basically, and you're
All right.
you're beating him pretty handedly
Yeah. Okay.
as of this moment, and he just starts just slamming at like the console.
And at this point,
You hear two more doors open, and the fire just starts getting heavier, and he ducks down a little bit. Verification.
coming at me.
Huh?
I'm gonna assess the situation.
Roll plus superior.
While he's hacking. Ooh. So close.
Choose your one.
Could I use a team point, basically? Like helping computer-wise or something like that? Like with his system interfacing with
How
mine
could
or
we
something?
best end this quickly?
Okay. Well, if you get Sprawl to work overtime and try to shut off the turrets, then you'd force the captain into like this one-man last stand,
Yeah. Okay.
of which he'd either surrender to you or he would die.
Okay.
And if he's a filthy traitor, then he may just surrender to you and try to save his wife, but you don't know.
Okay.
Otherwise, if he can handle the defenses, you basically handle the captain.
Okay. I'm gonna start trying to take pot shots at them, at the turrets, but I'm also gonna say to Sprawl, well, actually over the general channel, focus on the turrets. They are his primary mode of defense.
Alright, and you start to see the fire from, as you take one right around, roll me plus danger.
Okay. Keep thinking highly to the danger. Oh, crud.
So yeah, you kind of like pull out, and as you see the fire go up from like the turrets, and they start redirecting towards the fire, you take a blast at one and you clip one, but the captain just turns around, sees you, raises the stolen plasma lance, and fires at you. And he manages to clip you pretty badly. Can you roll to take a powerful blow verification?
Yes. Okay. Oh man. Oh. Oh. Okay. Wait. All right. So I think what happens? They're shooting plasma lances, right?
Yeah, everyone, and there's just some plasma arm fire, some lasers.
Okay. I think what's gonna happen is that my intent is to lose control of my powers, or my suit, I suppose, in a terrible way. And my instinct is that means that although I suppose I can just get absolutely livid and rush in there, despite the fire, and just tackle him to the ground and start like physically beating the snot out of him. But that would probably like have me take another powerful blow, which I would be okay.
I could also fix you up something.
What were you thinking?
Plasma leaking into your suit.
Oh yeah, unstable reactor. That was the other thing I was thinking of.
Yeah, that and, just hot plasma.
Oh god, yeah. Why not both?
So,
plasma leak. Warning, plasma leak.
yeah, plasma leak in arm.
No!
And you just feel burning as you you don't feel it at first, but it's just like, my arm's getting really warm, and then the pain is just hitting you as it just moves entire your arm, and it goes, ceiling arm case 1, tink tink, and it goes, plasma leak in leg, ceiling leg 2, and you just start feeling like your body just like seize up as it just starts just cutting off like
Computer.
like your right limbs
Oh jeez.
to try and like save like the plasma from getting anywhere else.
Computer, eject me from the suit.
And it goes, are you sure you want to do that? And you just feel like
Yes.
and it just gets more hurting. And so you kind of like turn around and like you just like
Actually,
eject
no,
from the
okay.
suit.
Wait, hold on. I use the rockets from the suit to propel me from the suit ejector to propel me into the room and at the captain. Like just physically gonna end it with a physical brawl.
Okay. So you launch the suit in there, and as you just see like oh my god, man, I don't want to describe this, but you just see like your arm like flapping, like your right legs, and your right side up to like your elbow and knee. It's just
Yeah.
raw.
Oh god.
And there's just dripping plasma all over it, and it gets to your side. You take a you take a shot into like the meat of your left thigh, and that kind of
Oh
like
my god.
pivots you around as you just land like your left fist into like the captain's like face as he's just staring in disbelief at you.
Ooh.
And you just keep pummeling him.
I'm like the collective, and it's like I'm saying like one of like the most basic lines of the collective will credo, which is like our collective will punch, which motivates us punch to achieve great acts punch in service to others punch beyond
so-
punch what we could achieve punch on our own punch.
And you also just start just bashing him with your two fists, and even every time you hear with like you just like you like see a bit of your blood on it as soon as your right fist like
Yeah.
just starts weaving in his face, and just keep my rage just propels you into it, and he just lifts his arms up and he goes, I give.
And then I shut down.
Please just stop.
and then I shut down the turrets.
Well, you don't, but
Oh, okay. Oh, dear.
you're kind of just in there in pain, and a medic team from one of the teams on the left. The right door never opened.
Oh, geez.
By the way,
Oh, dear.
Is that
The
where
east door
Galactic
where-
whatever was from?
yeah.
Oh, dear.
And so, as you just see the free open doors and corridors, and the troops just flood in, and they go, operations is now secure. Medic teams to fill operations, and like as you just see this kind of like multiple positions just kind of like turn and look at you, and he goes, operations defense is disabled. And he looks at you, verification, and goes, holy shit, kid. You put in work.
Wait, what? What did he say?
You put in work.
That is what it takes, I say, and I just sort of collapse.
And he just starts like taking out like his own like emergency medical compartments and just starts dressing you. Back to rock and roller.
Yes.
You're following our favorite tongue
That is forked. Yeah.
that is forked, and yeah. You guys are kind of like having this running battle. You've been shooting lightning at him. He's been blasting back at you. You're near the reactor level. Funny enough, you're now in the training halls.
Okay.
What do you do?
So we are like still like flying around, right? I
Yeah.
think I want to get him to his feet, so I blast him once again with electricity, powered by AC/DC.
Roll me danger.
Alright. Alright, yeah, I avoid a blow and take away his ability to fly.
Yeah. So you just glance at him in the pack as he's just trying to another jump to the other wall, and you get him, and he just like flies up, and like it's a pretty tall door. Like anybody, like three humans stacked on each other, like if they were standing on each other's shoulders, like full height, could have gone through that door. And he lands at the top, and it opens, and he lands at the top of it, and just falls down.
Oh, damn.
Like, and just he gets weighed out, and you get closer to him, and the corridor is just filled with darkness, and he's heading like you just see this the more character scripts and an arrow down the sign, and in the subtitles of the comic we see a little star, and in the bubble it says reactor/engineering.
That's not a place where a rock and roller should be.
You've been running for a long ass time.
Yeah.
And as you're just walking forward, you hear steps coming from behind him, and he just looks, and you just start hearing this kind of like static barking.
Damn, what?
And as you get closer, you kind of realize it's laughing.
Oh, damn.
Oh, dear.
What's that? Yeah, you could get closer.
And as you get closer, he just goes, third book of paranoia. If retreating, set foot in ground advantage to your situation.
Oh, dear.
And as you're just like wondering about this, you see Galactic Sting like walk through the door and like raise up her arms at you.
Oh, damn.
And we switch
Yeah.
over, and as they're working through Sprawl, you see the door open, and you just see like, and he goes, books 3 and 4 aren't here. And they kind of like trundle down, and on the main channel, they message through verification and tumultual position as like medics start filling the room. And verification, you're getting like trundle, you're getting ready to be trundled to the medic bay. And we just kind of hear from them. We found them. Books 3 and 4 are down.
Do you
Alright.
require additional manpower? And I try and rise.
A medic just puts his hand on top of you just to keep you down. As your right arm and your left leg and some of your torso is just now like in these gel casts or containers filled with this kind of like burn gel. And he goes, "You're gonna need to stay there, okay? Because you can't. You're done." And he goes, "You see these? These are going to need to be like operated on and changed almost immediately."
Get me back into the. With my good arm, I like grab the medic by their. What's the word? The front of their armor, and I just pull them close and say, "Get me back into the fight."
Can still go, coach.
And the medic just looks at you and goes, "Nuh-uh. You did enough. Count the traitor, the head traitor's down, alright? Let the books and your friends do the rest."
While that's going on, and I'm still in the computer system, I want to try to locate the other two traders using the base's surveillance systems, and then use the base's defensive systems as well to specifically turn them on against the two, and I'm going to use wield your powers for this.
Okay. So rock and roller, you just start. Galactic Stain just starts starts walking forward to you and goes, "You got two options here. You either try and fight me, or you run."
Or third one, I rock the fucking shit out of you, lady.
Oh my god.
And they start up again, the song.
Sprawl, as you hold on, give me a second as I try to find their next thing.
Well, and basically, with the wield your powers, with that, it was basically going to be one, to find their location and broadcast that to all the books, and then turn all the base defensive systems specifically against those two.
Okay. So, rock and roller, you start going back to AC/DC, and instead of Thunderstruck, your guitar just turns to this.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
you go, "What the hell's with that noise?" And then you just look and see, like, the training doors open up, and you see those combat holograms open up and raise their, like, weapons. It's like their swords, and, like, some with guns, and a tank rolls out of one, weirdly enough. And then
Oh my
two
God.
turrets, like, and then doors above the doors just start and point to them. And Galactic Sting just goes, "Oh, this is getting interesting."
Wait, how real are these holograms?
Well, in case you didn't understand, let me acknowledge you with a little bit of lessons. In training holograms, instead of their most real damage is taser damage, basically. It's getting struck like a lightning maul. And this is varied upon the weapon and its caliber. You get hit with a tank, you're practically gonna be laid out for sure. And
Gotcha.
Sprawl, you find them in the door between training and the reactor. And you start just acting up these defenses. And the doors behind them just start closing in.
Okay, yeah, and then with their location, the other part of that, my other option was also broadcasting it to all of the loyal forces still, like the location of the traitors.
Okay, so books 1 and 2 look at you and go, we'll go back them up. The others stay here, and then and multiple positions will nod and go with them. As she just sees the door just start closing in, she's just going to be like, okay, one of us has to get out of here. And she looks down at Forked Tongue and she goes, I've always hated you. And Forked Tongue just looks up and he goes, love you too, babe. And she just takes him by the chest and just hurls him through the doors. And it just clips the bottom of his boot.
My God. They're depraved.
All right, lady. Seems like it's only you, me, and that army of holograms. And I think those guys are on my side, so you're pretty fucked.
She goes, I've always wanted to try out this training simulator. And yeah. We then start to this kind of like this page of panels of you just rocking out.
Yeah.
With these holograms, and she just charges through one hologram, knocks it, takes another, blasts it. She's just dodging them. She blocks, she barely misses one of your lightning bolts. She gets struck by one of the holograms with Maul's. You can see lightning zap her, and she goes a bit down to the ground. She misses another one. You roll in with your guitar and just golf swing her out.
Yeah.
And on the cameras, we see Forked Tongue just start making it to disposal in the reactor core.
Yeah, I relay that to the books as well.
Yeah, I friendlyly also call that. Guys, the guy got away. I managed to beat the other lady, but now he's in the reactor.
Yeah, but this is taking a minute, so we got a bit of a head start. So, Sprawl, you're able to relay that, and the books actually arrive just as about Rock and Roller, right? Is finished with Galactic Sting, and she's knocked out.
Yeah, I just smashed through the door.
It takes a bit to smash through the door.
Well, I was gonna say if I could reopen the door leading into it, but close the other ones to try to pin him in
still.
still.
Backseat driving.
Yeah, you're trying to you're on this iPad that's with you as just these medics are just trundling you down.
Yep.
And you just go, and then one of them goes to can we get some of the cybernetic parts from engineering? And it goes, is it that bad? And he goes, well, the pain blockers will hold for maybe about another 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
We gotta get him under before then. And he goes, did he really have to punch him out? And he just shrugs. He's just like, it did the job, didn't it? For the collective good, we were supposed to make sacrifices, right?
Yes.
And he goes, well, it'll probably literally cost him an arm and a leg.
Oh my God.
And how many of you did he save for that?
Oh no, you're far away from you.
Oh, I thought I was there in the same room with them still.
No, they're gone. And yeah, so we just see you break through the one door, and it takes you a while, and you can't open this one, Sprawl, because you look at the cameras and it's just welded from one side. And by the time you just get to the disposal unit, you just see just forked tongues, just suit, like armor parts just weighed out.
Oh my god, he's all naked now.
Oh my god. Get over it.
Look around. Where are you? Come out, it's over.
The only answer you have is the frumming of the plasmon generators.
Damn.
It's like that scene in Hunt for the Red October where they're in the nuke tubes.
Never seen it.
Oh, okay.
It's probably gonna be one of my greatest cinema sins. Any case. And as we see this, we kind of just see like Fork Tongue just like as everyone's just trying to search for him in generators and whatever. We see this one lone disposal unit in the corner, and we see like in darkness, just someone just slides down into like the trash and gunk. And he walks over and he sees like this canister. It's in like the shape of like it's large and round and has two flat, and its top and bottom are just flat. And he just crawls inside it, gets into a fetal position, and closes the top. He lifts it open and he crawls inside, and it's cushioned and it has like a couple of rations in it, and he gets inside and closes it.
Alright. So I assume we don't find him.
I'm assuming I don't see any of that, like on any surveillance or anything.
Nope, no cameras in the disposal unit. And so, and then and as before the issue ends and closes on the, on our fourth volume, we see Bastion talking to Shroudhound, and he's carrying a bleeding
Verification.
a bleeding sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Which one is carrying him, Shroudhound or Bastion?
Shroudhound.
Damn.
And
Interesting.
verification, we see you just go into the surgeon's care as you're quickly put under the anesthesia.
Oh my gosh.
But hey, you got one of them, right?
We got how many? 2 of them?
We got at least 2.
No, 2 of them.
We knew of 3. We got 2 of them. There may be other ones that we don't know about, though.
And we got a death mask robot.
That
And
too.
hopefully the person in charge.
2.5.
But with that one, the session.
Hey,
And
end of session news.
yep, and I'll just warn you that this will be like going into one more epilogue session to take care of the fallout.
Okay.
Okay, so next
I
time it's
wonder
still
what will be part of that fallout.
So next time it's still technically part of Volume 4?
Technically ish.
Okay, I'm just for labeling purposes.
It's like 4.5.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Gosh. That's
the
good.
prologue of 4 is like the entrance of like 5.
Any case, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry if that was a bit rough, but things were falling into pieces way more quickly than I thought they would.
Oh,
They always do.
Towards the end there, before for verification did what he did, I was like so close, like for a good solid 5 minutes to just fuck it, moment of truth.
Let's
And
be
what?
honest. It started like rapidly descending when Rock and Roller put the just started hacking the grenades. That was
Yeah.
like that was just when I'm like, well, there's no turning back now.
Yep. Grenades.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
I
Almost.
was
No
so
more
glad I
investigation.
remembered the whole Indiana Jones refrigerator moment.
God. Oh my god, yes.
No more investigation bullshit over here.
Oh my god. Yeah, and the session moves. I'm so sad that Travis had to mix this, but he's feeling so ill. But the show must go on.
Your
Any case,
your Bastion impersonation early on was pretty good.
thank you. I at least know something of your characters, right? Who wants to go first? As I recuperate from a very intensive session.
I think Rock'n'Roller grew into his own image, and
Yeah, man, a lot more AC/DC. Less Beatles, more rock.
he is less of a savior and more of a menace, though. Savior down and danger up.
Hell yeah, man. Hellraiser here.
Never leave a Rock'n'Roller in the armory ever again.
Oh man. Okay. Sprawl verification.
Let's say probably.
Rock and roller, do you have influence over me? I don't think you do.
You're gonna grow closer to the rock and roller?
No, I was gonna say, like, if you did have influence over me, I would take it away.
Fair
But
enough.
I don't think you do. So I think I'm gonna just grow into my own self, and I'm going to shift. Let's see.
I was about to say, if you were like about to do that to me,
No.
I'd have questions.
Danger up and mundane down.
Danger up,
Like,
mundane down.
Actually, you know what? No, cancel that. I think I'm gonna throw it to Sprawl.
All right, go closer to Sprawl.
Because he was
Homeboy.
there. He was there with me.
Yep, all the way, man.
He
Ish.
was like, close enough. Like, he was there hacking stuff. He was like
I regenerated for you.
You did. Like, oh my god. Like, you didn't have to do that. I would have been fine. Anyway, probably. Yeah, your choice, and I'm going to. Yeah, your choice.
Yeah, well, especially given that last feat, mundane's going down. Nothing mundane about that. And I think it was superior, if you can, because that was pretty boss.
Can't. It's locked.
Oh, okay. Then savior. That's the next closest thing.
Okay. Done. And I think I should clear. Yeah. I'm gonna clear angry. Just punching the shit out of someone. It.
It's cathartic for the soul.
Exactly. Yes.
Also, screaming inside your helmet, fantastic way to release energy.
Yep.
Oh, those truthful moments where you're just in college and you're like, I want to just find a barren place and scream at the moon.
Yep.
Guys ever get that?
Yeah.
I get it a ton.
Cause you Rock'n'Roller.
Oh no, I love rock and roller. He lets me use music, which if you guys like, let me know. Cause I know I haven't done it since the first volume.
Oh, damn. There will be so much music.
Oh my god, man. Rock is my shit. I
I'm,
was so happy that I had the gumption to find it.
yeah, that was good. I think like verification honestly has to retire soon. Whether that means like retreating from
I
like going back to space or something. I don't know.
Yeah, doesn't like your moment of truth say, hey, they want you back as well? Like they fight on your side, but they want you back.
Yeah.
Like kind of like can like figure, hey, you did a great service to the greater good. So how about you come back and we get you captain title or something like that?
Well, in any case, you decide what you want to do mechanic-wise, and in story, I think you should at least get some ideas, but don't decide on anything hard until you see next session.
Fair enough.
Someone update Travis what happened.
I kind of glad that he wasn't here because otherwise he would probably stop me.
Oh my god,
Well, I mean,
yeah.
that's the thing. Everything would have been different with everybody here. So who knows how it would have turned out that way.
Or he would have used Snatch or something, and I would have been salty GM boy.
I'm gonna say I grew closer with verification, kind of relying on Sprawl to shut down the base to try to prevent them from escaping.
That makes sense.
I think I'm gonna mark a potential though, because still kind of angry that as many people got hurt and everything, especially verification as they did, and still feeling guilty because one of them got away. So, also, do I get a potential for, I don't know, I've never had one before, for missing on the love letter?
On the lover?
On the love letter, I rolled a miss. Do I get
Oh
potential
yeah,
for that?
yeah, you do.
All right, so verification, freak can't go up. Everything else can change.
Awesome.
Okay. In that case, go ahead and increase Savior and decrease Freak. You were effective. You didn't need to be.
And it
You
also
didn't need to be.
also fits. The
afraid.
regeneration made him more human looking anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the power of mommy.
The power of mom.
What?
Oh, just love letter stuff.
Oh.
Kind of weird given the nature of what we just said, but you know what we mean.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
No, it would have been bad if we said daddy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I always hate those two terms, to be honest with you folks. It's just weird.
Yeah, it just is.
Any case, hope you guys had fun.
Absolutely.
Yep.